I'd be quite remiss if I didn't recognize our senior leaders, General Barry, General Funding, General Timmons. It means the world that you can take the time out of your day to come and support little old me as your new wing commander. I really appreciate it. Let's start with legacy. For the retirees and any of those who have served before, thank you for leaving this fantastic wing in your midst, because it took a lot of work to keep this mission going through all the changes that it's experienced over all the years of operation. I know sometimes it wasn't easy, but for those of you, especially you generals, thank you so much for leading the wing that we have today for me to assume command, because that's an honor. For our senior leaders, for General Barry, I've known you for maybe 15 minutes, as well as General Winkie, but it's kind of amazing how closely we align in our command strategies and where we want to lead this state, this mission, this wing, these operations, and I think it's absolutely fantastic. General Fleming, you didn't know what you were getting into when you sat on that interview board, did you? No. For those of you who don't know, I've got the special treat of learning that all three of us were officially retired. We were done. We could be on vacation, sitting in Miami on the beach, Alaska on an island, Delaware beaches, enjoying life. It's the trifecta of leadership that I've never heard of. You've got three leaders before you who are here because we answered a call that went far beyond a lot of things like money. We had a call that brought us to a different place entirely. And I think for you as airmen of the 166th Airlift Wing, that is something to really stop and pause and think about. That service before self thing that we so casually, list out, we embody that, but we didn't need to. We had our plans, right? Right, Jen? We had our plans. But then service stepped in and we answered the call. So think about that as your command team goes and makes decisions, and sometimes you tilt your head like, what? Just remember, these folks have the mission and your best care in mind. And I think that's pretty special. For our joint partners, thank you for being here. One in the fight, deploying together, total integration, love that idea. Thank you for being here, because we look forward to being purple and being active and being whatever it needs to be to ensure the success of our nation. For the leaders of the 166th Airlift Wing, you have a tremendous opportunity for where you are in this structure. No, officers and chiefs don't have the easiest job on the base. When I first met the former director of the Air National Guard, he said to me, I know that the Air National Guard asks more of you than you could ever do in a 40-hour work week. That was really amazing to me, that here he is, the director of the Air Guard, saying, I know we ask more of you than you can do. We know things have to get shuffled back and forth in priorities. I am here for you to back you up until we have to shuffle priorities. I told you before, I work for you. However, to our senior enlisted, you have the roughest job on base. We rely more on our senior enlisted force than you ever get credit for. You are the ones in the churn of the training. You are the ones that have to watch people come in and make the decision whether or not they go or they stay. I challenge you. If you start with the concept that they're going to leave, they will. I challenge you to dig deep and get your energy from us as a leadership team. Keep churning. Keep excitement. Keep pleasure. Keep energy, because that's what our airmen need from you as you work your way up the ranks. I can't thank you enough for what you do. And for the rest of our airmen, this is all about you. This isn't about Carla, Riner, a nice little show with some very important leaders in front of us. This is about you. Because this takes a team to make a mission. And some parts of the organization sometimes get a little bit more glory, publicity, public appreciation. However, let me make this clear. We can't do this mission without every single workforce on this base and throughout this military. I'll do my best to come by and make sure you know that, but you hear it on this day and I want you to believe it. All of our mission sets are critical and it takes them all to make success. In that midst, let's all remember some basic things that will take us off mission very quickly. The no drinking and driving. You've heard it, live it. No use of drugs. Basic 101 tenets here. We have to watch unwanted touching. Chief Hooray made a great comment earlier, a little joke. If you want to touch somebody in a professional work setting, give me a one-pager of 5 W's. Okay? But seriously, it's something we have zero tolerance for and we're not going to have in our force. Cross-check yourselves and cross-check others, especially when we're at events and people get a little more comfortable in their skin. We're always military professionals, in or out of this uniform. So keep it that way. Going back to everyone making the mission, there's a great story about when President John F. Kennedy visited NASA. He walked by a gentleman with a broom, and he said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "I'm help putting a man on the moon." And I love it, because that's what every single aspect of this organization does. Maybe not the moon part so much, but whether we're keeping our forces safe, whether we're keeping them healthy, whether we're launching aircraft or fixing aircraft, it takes every one of us in that effort to make it all work. Integrity. What you do when no one's looking. I challenge everyone in this wing to cross-check your own integrity. As military professionals, you will mentor naturally by the way you live day to day. I have been amazed at what I have seen at this wing. Being a brand new person, I didn't know one living, breathing soul in this state when I moved here. But I had young airmen walking up to me at the Wawa going, "Hi man, we're here, you're new in town, welcome to Delaware." Hi. You know, of course you have to go to the Wawa your first drill, right? I mean, even I knew that was a rite of passage. The only thing I knew about Delaware was this firecracker little somebody named Timmons. Everybody in the C-130 knew this. I think you were the ops group commander back then. I never deployed with her. I never personally met her before I was hired on, but I climb on her shoulders. All of you before us, we climb on your shoulders, and leaders of today, never ever lose sight of the fact that they're climbing on ours. It is our job to prepare them for success and make it happen. My commander's intent as the 166th Airlift Wing commander will be to make Delaware the premier Air National Guard C-130 wing, 100% ready, fit to fight. The first state will be first in line to go. Thank you.